it.
It feels like it's mostly pointed at me.
No, it's pointed. You can go over and look if you want to.
It's
got the whole thing. Look, this is episode 20. I've got it down by now.
Is this where you guys normally record?
Yeah.
I thought you recorded it.
No. It's in here.
I thought you did your solo one here. The other one somewhere else. But.
Both are here.
Oh,
yeah. Make sure you're talking to that mic like this close. It's better.
Do I need to get pretty close?
It just sounds better if you're pretty close. Yeah,
hey,
that's good. All right. Hey, guys, guess what? Hey, welcome to Sober Boys, episode 20. Special guest in the hot seat tonight. We've got Luke Bentley.
Hey!
Give it up for Luke Bentley!
Excited to be here. I forced Taylor to put me on this show.
He twisted both my arms at the same time.
I said, I'd like to be a guest. He said, you don't go to AA. I said, I'd like to be a guest.
Yeah, I'd like to be a guest. He said, Luke, we're contractually obligated. Me and Drew, we wrote up a contract just for us two, and we had to stick to it. And Luke said, I'd like to be a guest. And he backed me into a corner and held me up against a brick wall.
Backed into a corner, and now...
and then you just kept doing this.
Yeah. An affection corner. I affectionately backed him into a corner.
Luke does sensual blackmail. So this is Sober Boys, episode 20. Drew is... out with he's busy with work or something.
Nah, just kidding.
No, he's not out. No, I'm the one that went out most recently, not Drew. Drew has got a good handle on it. Drew just recently got 2 years sober.
I guess that's not funny to joke
No, it's
about.
hilarious. We joke about me relapsing all the time on here.
Why? You don't do it once every 6. Anyway,
that's the joke. It's the running joke that I keep playing on myself.
I'm mostly here just to talk about the impact Taylor has had out in my life.
So. Yeah, well, we'll get into it.
I'm kidding.
No, we can talk about whatever. We won't.
It's been good.
I've been real good lately. Everything's going.
Oh
great.
no, I mean a good impact overall.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Even though when I scared everyone with scary text or whatever, but nonetheless, here we are, episode 20. Here we go. Two decades in the. If episodes were decades,
if episodes were years,
yeah,
2 decades.
Yeah, we would have 2 decades down.
If episodes were years and seasons were centuries,
yeah, no, there's no seasons.
Correct.
So Luke is, I guess we'll do an introduction.
I think you should do a season every time you read.
Yeah, no, that's a funny.
And that's season 1. We'll try it again.
This would be season 2 right now.
Right.
So
and you should have to start over from the
beginning. Second and final season.
Yes.
And unless someone dies.
No, but we hope.
I hope no one dies. So Luke's here, and
we're in Taylor's apartment, which Taylor's apartment is how I imagine the apartment from Big, that movie, would end up.
Yes, Tom Hanks plays a little boy.
Yeah.
Well,
and he plays a big boy with a good job.
Yep.
Maybe if he didn't get a good job.
No.
No, you have a good job. You make far better money than me.
Yeah, don't forget.
But you work harder. You work harder and you're more skilled.
God, it's been like 90-some degrees during the day. It's been 95. I got a chainsaw yesterday because I'm going to chop someone up.
Nice.
But I was chopping up a tree.
Yeah.
And I got so sweaty. And then I went and got dinner with the girl I've been seeing.
Hey-o.
And,
Let's dox her. What's her number?
Her 678.
From Atlanta. Okay.
From Atlanta. No, she's from Tennessee. But I got dinner, and then we went and got dinner at this Italian place, and I felt awful after dinner. I was like low on electrolytes. I don't like feeling that way. I chugged 2 Pedialytes, and that was awful. No, well, 2 like the skinny ones. You know how they sell them in the cold section now at like CVS?
I know. Pedialyte really had a resurgence because of drunk college kids. Mm-hmm. And now, like, they have, like, Pedialyte Sport that looks like a Powerade.
Yeah.
But still for
good.
Babies or whatever.
It only says if under 1 years old, consult a doctor. Other than that,
you're good to go.
Let your baby go wild.
Taylor is on TaskRabbit. We know this is his job.
Not much anymore, though.
Not much anymore?
No, which is great.
Oh, recently, what do you work off? Recommendation?
Just Facebook and Nextdoor.
Recently, though, I don't know if you know this, I heard that you have the best looking picture on TaskRabbit.
Probably.
Yeah.
Says who?
A gay man.
Which one?
Do you?
I don't know. Well, I can bleep his name. Sometimes we bleep names on here.
Yeah. Matthew English.
Oh, well, that's nice of him.
Yeah, big compliment.
Yes.
You doing work for him soon?
Yes.
Nice.
But not handyman work.
Whoa.
You know.
I did tell him about that one time that person asked you if you would
massage him.
Oh, well, that's what it ended up as,
one? Oh,
right?
shirtless stuff.
Shirtless in the yard, and then they're like, well, how about you come inside?
Yeah.
And come inside.
I didn't want to. I entertain the idea, but it's like, I'm a professional.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't. want to.
Right. That's a different type of professional. Anyway, let's do what we're supposed to do or whatever.
We're doing it. Here we go.
Pay these bills.
Oh, yeah, that's an overdue medical bill for $30.
Oh, are they prop bills?
It's $30. They're what?
They prop bills?
Yes, they're prop bills.
Oh, man, you got everything.
To let you know I'm killing it. I go to the doctor.
These vitamins are expired.
They're just sugar pills. Well, here at Sober Boys, what we usually do, Luke, is we usually read out of the big book.
Yeah.
Which is over.
The Bible.
Where'd it go?
No.
Oh, it's right there. We usually read out of the Bible. And then we say, what if Jesus was an alcoholic? What if, like, all the apostles were alcoholics?
Yeah, nothing would have gotten done.
But
literally, he would have.
Yeah.
He would have kept to his first miracle,
which was
water into wine.
Yeah, and then they just drank wine.
Yeah.
And I don't think they had drugs back then, so he probably
frankincense.
Was that a drug?
No, it's a scent.
It's so they.
I think
it smelled good.
Nobody even knows what those gifts are.
Yeah.
Anyway,
myrrh.
Continue. Myrrh is an impractical joker.
Oh, yeah, it is. Didn't one of them
and then the wise men gave baby Jesus gold, frankincense, and myrrh for them to be impractical jokers.
Incredible. So this is really just what happened. We had Cleve come on. That was good. Yeah. And I just interviewed him about, but you're not sober. Luke's not sober.
Correct.
And we're praying for him to get sober.
I'm not.
Luke doesn't have a problem, and it's not fair. Luke's one of these regular guys that doesn't have a problem with drugs or alcohol. And he doesn't drink very much, though. You don't drink that much.
No. I was talking to somebody about it recently, too. Like, not only is it like, I like my free beer at Limerick or whatever, but no, I like to drink. I like a drink, but not only does it take like forever to feel anything, so it's like I'm more drinking for taste, just because like I'm not willing to spend a lot of money.
Yeah,
I don't need that.
I've never seen you do a shot or anything.
Right, I can't
imagine you doing a shot.
It's just not really part of my life. If I was like trying to do that, sure, but it's just like people like to be drunk on stage. I don't like to be drunk on stage. No. If I have one beer, like, we all trip over words, generally just speaking. But if I have a beer, then I trip over a word, I'm always like, oh, why did I drink that beer? Even though it's done nothing, it's just...
I'm finished. I'm finished in Atlanta doing comedy.
I'm over.
Luke is an Atlanta comedian, by the way.
Sorry,
Luke is one of my best friends in Atlanta comedy.
Yeah, Taylor and I are good buddies.
And listen, not everyone can be best friends with Luke. Just a select few.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Not everyone can be best friends with me.
That's true. Yeah. Here's what's true about Taylor and I. Taylor and I met at Johnny McCracken's. He walked in, and I, from stage, said that he looked like he was cooking meth. I don't know exactly what the roast was.
I was wearing pants that looked like pajamas.
Not 100% accurate, but not a bad read.
No,
so
I had hair not so unsimilar to now. It's getting longer.
Yeah. Your hair is like, you have the best mold in the scene by far.
It is, but it's now growing out on the side, so now it's more like a wolf cut.
Sure. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing that the internet likes to name everything. I'll just put one long bleep.
Is that fine?
And I'm also going to put a big blur over your body so it looks like you're naked.
The whole episode.
Yeah, both of us. We'll both look naked.
Is that fine? Here, let's come back in.
Yeah, I don't care. Here, we're back. Oh, that was secret talking. Well, it'll be fun in post to edit.
Anyway, so I just don't drink that much. It's just not been like a... Mm-hmm. It's not been a...
Are there ever, like, you go to church?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every Sunday or so.
But I think this is fair to hear. We'll come back to this. Okay. I do think it's fair to say if I have something that I can't control myself, it is eating. Yeah. That's like my thing that is difficult in my life. Unfortunately, that doesn't kill you. Well, unfortunately, fortunately, it doesn't kill you quickly.
There's not fentanyl in food.
Right. It can't kill you quickly. Unfortunately, it kills you over a long period of time. So it's still a problem, still something I'm working on. At times, not working at other times. So
I had a big plate of nachos once. Well, I made like breakfast nachos.
I love nachos.
Continue. I had tortilla chips. I made scrambled eggs, so I put them on there, cheese in there, salsa. It was too much food, but I ate it too fast, and like I was eating. I was like, stop eating, like relax. And then I made me so sleepy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I shut myself down and I ate so much too quick.
Right. I take a lot of naps.
I recently started doing, like, trying to do no bread during the week.
Yeah.
And I'm not as tired during the week. But I had Five Guys for lunch. Stance on
Yes.
Five Guys.
Love it. So
Yeah,
good.
it's delicious.
How is it so good? But also, why is it so expensive?
Why is it... Guess how much it was for just a burger?
$12?
$16. Well, I got a drink. But $12
And then the fries are expensive.
I didn't even get fries.
I do love free peanuts. Let me tell you, I don't want... She listens to this podcast regularly, even when I'm not on it.
Oh, yes. Oh,
But
yeah, KJ.
my
Hey, yo, shouts out
girlfriend-
KJ.
My girlfriend is allergic to peanuts, so I'm really, when I don't see her, it's Peanut Central. I text her, I'm cheating on you, but it's just me and a bag of peanut
It's
M&Ms.
peanut o'clock. Luke gets home. He checks his watch. Oh, peanut o'clock.
It's a real problem. I'm really in a peanut-based family.
Yeah.
She came to my parents' house and I showed her our pantry. Oh, and Taylor's got a peanuts-based shirt.
Yes.
She's allergic to you in that.
That's that's why it'll never work out between us, and because you're dating.
Oh
her.
no. But my parents' whole top shelf of their pantry is like peanuts and other nuts, but predominantly peanuts.
Is it a bunch of different varieties of peanuts?
Yeah, like dry roasted,
Yeah.
then dry roasted, lightly salted on accident. I don't know if you know this, but Planters has a dry roasted and salted, dry roasted, lightly salted, dry roasted, unsalted. Dry roasted is the king.
Yeah.
Dry roasted unsalted is just an unsalted nut. It's not very good.
Yeah.
The dry roasted lightly salted can take a walk. They're so bad it's crazy. It changes the texture of the nut.
Oh no! Wait,
Anyway.
why is it different than a fully salted?
I don't know, but the texture is
Full
different.
of salted peanuts.
It's not. Yeah, I know. Anyway,
How do you feel about honey roasted?
I love it.
Okay, what about
Different experience. Sweet and spicy. That's the new one. We have that at my parents' house.
what kind of peanut do you think they need to come out with?
What would be a good flavor to add to peanut?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Remember when they tried to kill Mr. Peanut?
Yeah.
And then they brought him back.
Yeah, that was at the same time, and that was like the year. That was the advertisement year of shock and awe. Like that was like IHOP's changed its name to IHOP. What does it stand for? Is it bacon? Is it? Oh, it's International House of Burger.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Breakfast?
Super. No, it's burger.
Oh, really?
You don't remember that?
Was it just joke commercials the whole time?
No, I think so. They might have changed it. I don't think they actually changed it on the restaurants, but on their menus and stuff. And it was because they got new burgers. Personally, I like to order Thanksgiving meal when I'm at IHOP.
Don't order Thanksgiving meal at the Marietta Diner.
Oh my gosh, the gravy's yellow. It's gross.
It's out of a can.
And then they killed Mr. Peanut only to rebirth him. I think they watched Guardians of the Galaxy and they were like, they're on something with this Groot thing.
I did watch the third one for the most of it.
The third Mr. Peanut?
No. Guardians of the Galaxy. I did watch it.
I've seen the third one.
I kept
a lot of tears from the girlfriend.
There were a lot of crying
tears.
moments. Oh my goodness,
it's pretty intense.
A lot of mutated animals.
Yeah, tough watch.
Yeah. So what's the biggest controversy at church you've ever seen? Or has there ever been anything at church like, wow, this is crazy? You don't have to out anyone, but is there like, does anything crazy ever happen in church? I imagine.
Oh, this is a good one. Right when I started going to the church that I used to work at up in Marietta, like I was in high school, and I started going there. I went from the church I grew up at or whatever. There was this big thing in the news about this guy who left his kid in the car, baby in the car, and the baby died. And he went to jail because like things came out like Google searches, like where he was looking up how long it would take a dog to die if you left it in the car. So like it was like he was trying to find out like what's gonna do it
he
or
didn't
whatever.
Want his baby?
That's
awful.
I was going to this new church for a couple of weeks, and I was out to lunch with some people that were a little bit older than me afterwards. I was like, did you guys see this thing in the news about this guy who killed his baby? And they were like, got quiet. I was like, what's up? And they're like, that guy used to be in the worship team. He used to be in the band.
Oh my god!
Isn't that insane?
That's so crazy.
They just like retried him or something. I don't know. But he's back on the street. Hide your babies. No, I'm not kidding.
Really?
I'm not sure if he's out or yet. But
dang.
But they did like retry him, and I know people like involved.
That's crazy. I played softball with a guy. I played beer league softball in college.
Yeah.
And a guy.
And then he left you in a car?
They left me in the car. They wouldn't let me. I couldn't figure out how to get. They put the child locks on. And here's something about me, Luke. Put a child lock on. I can't get out of anything.
Put a child lock on? I am yet again a child.
You put one of those gates
I'm
in front
a child
of me?
at heart and a child at a lock.
Yeah.
Not my best.
That's all right. You have the whole hour to figure it out. But no, a guy I played beer league softball with, he stabbed his girlfriend to death.
That's insane. Yeah. Like, how recent to when you knew him?
It was, I mean...
it was during the season or after y'all lost the championship?
Yes, yeah, he was pissed we lost. I can't believe we actually did win the championship one year.
Nice.
And it was great. And I forgot what I was gonna say.
No worries. That's but this story about one time.
Oh, I remember.
What do you got?
The show. I was in Knoxville this weekend.
Yeah.
And the show
Where
I did.
Where are you going? Where you been?
I was doing comedy in Knoxville. Dusty Slay. Yeah. I haven't listened to his podcast in a minute.
Me neither. Sorry, Dusty.
Sorry, Dusty. I know you're an avid listener of Sober Boys.
If you're listening, we know you are.
The first show I did, the guy who went up first, he had to leave because he was going to a benefit for a girl that did comedy in Knoxville. She got shot in the face 3 years prior. Did not live. Yeah,
did not live. So benefit for the family.
Benefit, yeah, or something like that. But
Very
that's
nice.
like a stalker.
Yeah. Okay, so normally y'all work through the big book of AA, which is blue.
It's blue. It's this. Do you know anything about it?
I've listened to the first 6 episodes of this podcast, the Golden Era, as I call it.
That's the heyday. Now we're kind of in the. When did people start building stuff?
Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, so now we're in the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah. Very nice.
Pretty soon we'll get to what's after the Industrial Revolution.
Prima Nocta.
Is that really what it is? What's the Prima Nocta?
That's when the kid gets to sleep with the brides. Anyway.
That sounds like some Latin thing.
Yeah.
This is the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous.
So are we going to work through a page?
We could. Let's see.
That's what you guys normally do. Do you want to do that or do you not want to do that?
Let's keep it in spirit of...
What'd you do with Cleve?
I just interviewed him about... He talked about... He played music. He was... He opened for Paul Stanley or something. The lead singer for Kiss was the big name he opened for at some point.
Gene Simmons?
No, Paul Stanley.
No.
The name I said.
What is Gene Simmons, a guitar player?
He's the tongue. Yeah, he's the guitar.
He's the tongue guy.
Have you seen his tongue?
Yeah, no, I know that, but that's not the instrument. No. Unless he was the singer, in which case it would be the instrument.
Yeah.
But no, he's a guitarist.
No, he's I guess. Paul, I don't know. Cleve told me, correct me if I'm wrong, he told me that he and his band opened for Paul Stanley.
Correct Cleve if you're wrong. Do you think he was painted up? You think when they go solo? Probably not. Yeah, right?
It's tattoos.
What?
Cleve or Kiss is tattoos.
That's not true.
Okay. Well, we usually go through this book.
Isn't that good improv? Kiss has tattoos. That's not true.
No, that's
moving on.
That's what's fun about a stand-up getting tricked into doing improv. You can still say no. You can say no. No. Here we are at, man, what a great day working in the broom factory. It's no, we're not here. Why are we in space all of a sudden? The brooms are also snakes. Is this the snake factory?
Yeah, you're right. That sounds exactly like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
The brooms are also snakes. Do you know this about a broom?
I would do.
You can balance a broom.
You can balance it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Do you have a broom?
Yeah, right there.
Look at this.
Okay.
Here's some good audio content.
Luke is walking over to the broom. He's picking up the broom, and it's a skinny, crappy Amazon broom. And it should be able... This broom really sucks, though, so...
It's very lean.
It's supposed to, it's a very skinny broom. We put him on a diet. He really succeeded. Okay. So usually Luke, that's not your normal broom. Luke is trying to balance a broom. It's some kind of party trick.
It's too...
Luke might have made this up.
No,
Luke might have made up this
trick. There's a whole theory about it, but here's my problem is...
Brooms are supposed to do that?
It's too tilted. Not supposed to. It's just true that they do. I'm furious I'm leaving.
Luke's mad. Luke couldn't do the trick he said he would do.
Look it up. Look up broom stuff.
Broom stuff? That sounds like a bad Pornhub search. Broom stuff.
Anyway.
Balancing a broom.
Oh, you didn't have to look it up, but you can.
I'm not going
to. No, look it up. There's probably a thing.
So the broom can balance? Who should? That's what you do at church?
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of this.
Broom balancing. How to break it to... Wow, you're right. Incredible.
I'm not on this Wi-Fi. It's saying I am. This is good audio experience
It's
for
really
people.
good. We'll get into the book in a second, guys. Don't
Hate to
worry.
break it to you, but you can make a broom stand upright any day of the year.
Any day of the year.
Oh, that's because I think a meme went viral. Hashtag broom challenge. That's a different thing.
Is it? I mean,
but there's this thing about saying like there's a day that Earth's gravitational pull can make a broom stand up. But NASA is dispelling the broom challenge hoax. That's something unique about the universe. Anyway.
What was your first what did you want your first job to be? Lucas famously said, "I had a lot of promise in life," and
yes, I used to be. What did I say? I used to have a bright future.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing. And then I got a music degree.
Yeah. At Michigan State.
That's true. What were you asking? What job did I first?
Yeah. What
want?
was your job as a kid? You were like, I bet I want to.
I wanted to be an architect.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know. So I'll tell you after the podcast something I found out, but I can't tell you on here.
Is it Atlanta comedy scene gossip related?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So architect, why?
Yeah, my grandpa was an architect. My coolest cousin was an architect.
Ooh.
So I wanted to do that. And then this is true. My parents went to Michigan State, so I always wanted to go there. So when I was in like fourth grade, I went on Michigan State's website and looked for their architecture degree. They didn't have one. I was like,
no.
well, I have to give up on one of these dreams. Life comes at you fast.
Yeah.
Then you get a music degree, and you regret it.
Do you regret it?
Yes.
Why?
Because I wish I could have a day job that paid well, that supported comedy, but instead I work at a restaurant.
Why did this work out for me? You know, this is why this worked out for me, handyman stuff.
You're willing to work hard.
Yes,
right.
but I was also a carpenter.
Right.
Oh, you're not willing to work hard.
Well, yeah.
You have a strong brain, though.
Yeah, I'm willing to work mentally.
What if
hard.
roasting was a job? Don't you wish?
It'd be great.
If you could,
Anti-HR.
If it could, yeah.
Give the HR a job to do.
If anyone's out there,
hire me to give your HR something to do.
Here's the thing about Luke. He needs money.
Yeah.
Luke has taste. He has a girlfriend. She's listening to this right now.
Are your employees too confident? Bring me in to make fun of them, debase them. Make them feel like they got to work to earn your respect. I'll do that for you.
Well, but Luke, eventually one day we'll leave this city behind.
It's
in
true.
a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
We'll look back and say, so long.
Wish they hadn't kicked us out.
Yeah, because we're gonna get kicked out for roasting too hard. Luke got the roast. Take him away. Okay, here we go. We're gonna read one page.
Okay.
And Luke, you can. What we usually do is we read and we just kind of comment on it. So we'll do this for a little minute and then probably give a buck up on it. Because Luke is here. Okay. We just got to. No, we're not this far. You're gonna sneeze. Big sneeze on the pod. Big sneeze on the pod.
Oh gosh.
Where were we? We had gotten through into action, which is the steps.
Oh, here we go.
We're at page 76.
How quickly are you guys reading?
So slow.
That seems fast. 76. Oh, there's a lot of the.
We're trying to get through the first 164 pages.
How many pages are you reading per pod? I thought it was one.
One page per pod?
Yeah.
No. It's like one or two or three.
Okay, well, it's definitely not. This is episode 20. You're 76
episode
in.
20, yeah. Well, I guess
4.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, that's fine.
We're at 76.
That's fine. 4 pages in. That's good.
We're making we feel like we're reading slow.
Yeah.
So, we did have this
It is a big font.
Okay, here.
I can read it from here.
Can you?
I can't read.
Do you have good eyes?
I think they're starting to go.
I've thought that about my eyes too, but then the next day I can see even better than I ever have in my life.
Wow.
So I think my eyes are
1 step back, 2 steps forward.
I think my eyes are resting.
Eyes wise.
I think like my vision is like relaxing.
Yeah.
And so it can rest up for the next big day.
Right.
I've been saying this before I get off stage. Maybe you'll like this. Say, okay, guys, go home and get some rest. Big day tomorrow.
That's just.
People love that.
I like it.
Yeah, it's
How
great.
do you? What's like what have you been closing on?
That. Oh, but the whole bit?
Oh, is it part of a bit or
No,
is it
it's
unrelated?
just how I get off stage.
Yeah. So what bit have you been closing on?
In Knoxville, I don't have a bit to close. I've been petering out at the end.
Right. You don't plan.
I just did what? Yeah, I'm tired. I tucking myself out. Guys,
I just go until I'm tired.
Yeah.
So the shorter set I'm allowed to do, I just amp it up.
Yeah. But Here's the thing about me. I'll tucker myself out. Or I'll tell the audience, when will he tucker himself out?
That is the bird in the airport bit.
What did I even end
All
on?
right, guys, go home, get some rest. Big day tomorrow.
It is fun to say at the end. Cause, all right, what would be funnier, big day tomorrow or big game tomorrow?
Big day.
Big day.
It's more relatable.
Yeah.
Comedy wizard.
Me and Luke do stand-up comedy. Luke runs Roast Battle. Luke is, you didn't answer my text.
I know, I got to look into that.
Riff Raff got moved.
I know.
Savannah, but Marietta can do it now.
Ooh.
Marietta Mendler. Fabulous stand-up. What we like to call the princess of Riff Raft.
Yes.
She's truly the golden child.
What am I?
You're kind of like the...
uncle.
Yeah, definitely the uncle. Yeah,
the uncle.
That's perfect. I was going to say you're like the guy that lives in the hills, but that would be Jason.
Jason
is the
Halsey.
guy. Jason Halsey's
the guy that lives in the hills. Marietta's the princess. I'm the uncle.
All the Atlanta AA people that
Taylor
listen to this are going to love this comedy chat.
They're
Guys,
not, are they?
I think they'll like it. I don't know what happened. Last episode got way less downloads than before. I think we pissed everyone off.
Sorry, Cleve.
Yeah, Cleve made it.
Was Cleve episode 18?
Mm-hmm.
And it dropped off after?
Last episode was 19.
Right.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Oh, Cleve.
No. The one before, we've been doing the AA FAQs.
Mm.
And now then we finished the FAQs last week.
Ah.
Okay, let's do this and see what... I want to see what... How close to the Bible does it sound? Here we go.
Yeah, probably not that similar,
No.
but...
If we can answer to our satisfaction, we then look at step 6. We have emphasized willingness as being indispensable. Are we now... Oh, Luke just did the trick where he pretends to be asleep.
No.
Luke and I have a trick where he pretend to be asleep.
No, I was listening.
Okay, here we go. It is hard to
big,
listen when someone reads sometimes.
Well, and these are just like big, like these are...
You can pull it up on your phone if you want to follow
That's fine.
along.
Just keep
okay,
reading.
Here we go. If we...
Willingness, indispensable.
Yeah.
We learned that in that Office episode. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Where they try to take Meredith to rehab, and she says no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Need to be willing.
We have emphasized willingness as being indispensable. Are we now ready to let God remove from us all the things which we have admitted are objectionable? Can he now take them all, every one? If we still cling to something we will not let go, we ask God to help us be willing. This is kind of like character defects.
Right. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
And
my character defects are being too damn sexy.
True. To be fair, or to be clear, like... Taylor and I both have a faith.
Yes.
Mine would be codified Christianity.
Yes.
It'd be,
yeah. Mine is
non-denom, and then Taylor's would be...
Mine lets me have premarital sex.
And so, wishy-washy, we'd call it.
Sometimes I do feel that way, though.
Well, we can talk about it.
More lazy about praying? Yeah.
No, but...
Luke locks the door. Luke puts a gate up at the door.
Yeah.
So he can talk to me about it until I figure it out.
So that's just to be helpful in this conversation, because like these words, and Taylor uses kind of these words like things that I find objectionable, character defects, have God take them away from me.
Yeah.
Whereas like that word would just be sin. Things that are objectionable would be sin in kind of the church world.
Yeah.
So continue. That's good.
No, but I was talking to a friend today. Oh, we usually ask, we always do this. What did we do to stay? So, Luke, what did you do to stay sober today? Dang it, you're not.
What did I do to stay sober today? Well, obviously, I here one thing.
You're not an alcoholic. That's what you do to stay sober.
Yeah,
today. I'm not a loser.
Didn't have psychological issues. No, I don't know. So, what did you do to stay sober today?
Well. Stayed at that girl's house last night, so I didn't know what to do. I prayed.
Yeah.
I called another alcoholic.
Yeah.
That was a good call. He's having some lady troubles, and I gave him some really good advice that I heard before. Here's the advice about my sponsor has said like something like his mom is still out there using. She's a junkie, whatever. Yeah. And my sponsor was talking to his sponsor about.
Must be cool to have fun parents.
Yeah. These parents just own a lake house and take care of his dog and take care of they're good parents and they're
and tell Taylor about hypodermic needles in the parking lot.
They're parents of the cloth. They're men and women of the cloth.
They're not.
What does that mean?
Priests.
Oh, they're not. Luke lives in a church.
Luke's parents are priests.
But it was like the advice I imparted on him was like asking God to allow me to be okay with whatever the outcome is of this situation.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so not specific to relationships.
No, but like the guy, he was having anxiety. My friend was having anxiety around a relationship because this girl texted him. I know, women are gay.
Yeah. Dating a woman is the most homosexual thing you could do.
And the straightest thing you can do is do a podcast with your bros.
Yeah.
So he just had anxiety about it.
Yeah.
And
get over it. You know what I mean?
But then,
what are you gonna do? Drink?
I go through this paradoxical thing.
Yes, if it becomes too much.
You know, you can't always drink. It is always an
but
option.
It doesn't help. I'd like to be clear.
It doesn't help me.
No.
Because as Luke has seen,
anyway,
it doesn't help. And but sometimes I'm like praying, like, oh God, let me be okay with whatever this is. Then sometimes I'll get in like a wheel in my head, like, am I just tricking myself right now and I'm being okay with whatever? So
nah.
No, I'm not tricking myself.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't trick me.
Nah.
I'll trick you.
I can't get anything by myself.
I'm too smart for that. I'm too smart to trick me.
Yeah.
What's the biggest trick you've ever played on yourself? Musical degree?
Musical degree.
This would be a good idea.
It's not a musical degree.
Oh, no,
I'm not like, let me
yeah.
talk to you about Les Mis.
Yeah.
No, which I could, but no. A music degree.
Yes. I have a degree. Mine's a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting.
Can you imagine if I was in music theory like 3 months into college? I was like, when are we going to talk about Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah. And they're like, sir, oh my God. Sometimes people do this. Like they do this, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Sir,
this is so over.
Sir, this is a band class.
Is that from, what's that from? SpongeBob? Okay.
Wendy's is a restaurant.
Back in the book. When ready.
Fun to call fast food places restaurants.
Yeah.
You want to go out to eat?
Fast casual.
You want to go out to eat? Where are we going? To sit in a Taco Bell.
Sit in. What's the opposite of sit in? Sit out?
Integration.
You want to do a sit in at Taco Bell? We protest.
Yeah.
One time, me and my friend Alex, growing up, we went to a pool, and they wouldn't let us in for free, so we laid on the concrete outside, singing "We're Not Gonna Take It." I just remembered that.
Did the lifeguard let you in?
They were so mad at us. No, they told us to leave. I just remembered that. That's good when you remind me of things. Okay. When ready, we say something like this. My Creator, I'm now willing that you should have all of me, good and bad. I pray that you now remove from me every single defective character which stands in the way of usefulness to you and my fellows. Grant me strength as I go out from here to do your bidding. Amen. We have then completed step 7. And by strength, I think they mean like muscles.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's the kind of strength I ask for.
So that's, yeah.
And like, God, please make me jacked today.
So step 5 is what?
Quit being a bitch.
It's
in
your own words. In your own words.
Well, let me find it because I can't even think of it.
Okay. Feels like you should be a pro at this point.
I don't know it verbatim.
No, I don't need a verbatim. Just like
step 5. Well, no, because we already passed it. Step 5 is Luke's. Step 5 is don't get nervous when Luke puts you on the spot. That's the one that.
Like the apology one is what? 7?
The apology one. That's 8.
8. What's 7?
7 is the one I just read.
No, that was 6.
Sorry, 9 is the apology one. 8 is the harm's done type one.
What's step 7?
Step 7, what I just read.
Well, no, that was step 6.
7 are short.
Oh.
No, it just said we have then completed step 7.
What's step 6?
Step 6 and 7. Okay, we got to go back through it.
No, it's okay. I was gonna try to kind of get the vibe of what 5 and 7.
I will read them to you.
What around? No, it's fine. I don't.
Right
it's
here,
fine.
Luke.
No, this is bad. But go back to what we're.
Ready? Step 6 was the character defects.
Yeah. Oh, that was
step
6.
7 was asking God to remove those character defects.
Okay, so it was acknowledging and then asking.
Yes.
Okay.
They're short ones. 6 and 7 are short.
Boom. Bang bang.
Bang bang. We just did it. Luke is sponsoring me now. Thank you, Luke. Good job.
You're welcome.
You're doing great.
Thank
I haven't
you.
relapsed yet.
Boom. 100% success rate. Can't say that about your previous sponsors.
Whoa.
That's
my current sponsor is great. We're doing good stuff together.
Good. Does he listen?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's a good guy. I don't know who it is.
Did you meet him?
Anonymous.
I forget if you met him or not. I don't think you did.
I don't think
you
so.
met Drew.
I met Drew. I met
co-host of this pod.
Did I meet Cleve?
No.
Who did I meet at the tattoo thing?
Oh,
some other people.
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Yeah, okay.
Drew makes me bleep their names if I say their first names.
Okay, then that's fine.
So So that is step 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Did you get enough of this book yet?
No, let's keep going. What's step
good
8?
Stuff. Step 8?
State.
Now we need more action, without which we find that faith without works is dead.
It's true.
Do you agree with that?
Classic Bible
Yeah.
reference.
Bill W. just plagiarized a lot of the Bible.
Yeah, good work.
Well, so the beginning of AA is in something called the Oxford Group, which was based in religion.
Yeah.
And that's where he originally got sober. But originally AA was really was kind of exclusive. And they didn't let, they wouldn't let women in because women couldn't be alcoholic. I think they probably didn't let a lot of black folks in because it was started by a white guy. Mm-hmm. And,
Well, it's nice that they couldn't be alcoholics. Jealous.
I know. Now they can. What happened, ladies?
Come on.
Ladies, you were doing so good at the beginning of AA. And
what'd you do? Get the right to vote?
Yeah. That's when they were so stressed by
having
the option.
I'm driven to drink.
So if we took the right to vote away from ladies, we would eliminate so much alcoholism.
Which is a good move.
Yeah.
So
these are all jokes. I'll say the PSA, the views and opinions of Drew usually says this. The views and actually, Luke, you do a really good Drew impression, so let's hear it.
The views and opinions of this show are the express written concerns of Drew.
Yeah.
So
the Drews and opinions.
When Drew's not here, everything that happens is his fault, and he believes it.
Yeah, the Drews and opinions of Sober Boys is the sole opinions of Sober Boys and not that of the AA central officer, fucking whatever Drew usually says.
Yeah, but it's pretty much it's Drew.
Yeah.
If there's a slur, Drew said it.
If the voting joke, that was Drew's.
Drew thinks women still shouldn't have the right to vote.
We don't. These are all jokes. These are silly jokes. Luke and I, we're comedians. See, we can say whatever we want. Can't say whatever you want. What we're talking about.
Right.
So.
The Oxford Group.
Yeah. And, yeah. So, any questions?
On the Oxford Group. So the steps, it feels like, okay, what's the most popular step
the
is.
Spookiest step?
What's the spooky? Most popular step 9.
That you read just says boo, an exclamation point. One of Luke and I's favorite jokes is going on stage and spooking an audience member.
I thought about doing it last night, and then I thought
I haven't done it in a long
better
time.
not.
I did it,
but Halloween's around the corner.
No, it is almost Halloween time.
Yeah.
Someone is doing like a month ago. A comedian we both know started doing Halloween's around the corner. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's right now. It's August. Halloween is not around the corner until what? September? Not even the beginning of August.
Yeah. Halloween's not around the corner until September because it's in the end of October. I don't need to describe to you guys how dates work. But Halloween being you think I'm fucking with this? Oh.
No, I think it's fine.
I think I'm messing with the sound because
I can do live.
No, it's fine. I just am tired of leaning forward.
No, it sounds good. Luke's holding it like a Christmas ham.
Which is right around the corner.
It is. I mean,
right around 2 quarters.
4th of July is right around the corner.
Christmas is practically staring around the corner, flanked by Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve, Disney Channel style.
Yeah.
You know where the heads stack up?
No.
Like, ooh, you don't know that trope in like teenage sitcoms where they're looking around a corner and it's like head. That's how it works. Once you get to October, it's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
I like to think October is peeking around a corner at us, and then there's another corner further down the hallway, and Christmas is peeking around the corner looking at Christmas looking at us.
You just said Christmas is peeking its head out looking at Christmas looking at us.
No, sorry.
Christmas is peeking out looking at Halloween
yes,
looking at us.
Christmas is looking at Halloween.
Thinking those demons.
Yeah. And then behind that, so the holidays, so here we are, and then there's a corner down the hall, Halloween's looking at us.
Yeah.
Christmas is looking at Halloween. New Year's is down the hall further, looking at Christmas.
Yeah.
Further down the hall, what's after...
Well, you know who's in the kitchen. Thanksgiving.
But Thanksgiving, yeah. No, okay, so Halloween is looking at us.
Thanksgiving is in the kitchen.
Yeah. Halloween is looking at us. Then down the hall a little bit is the door to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving's in there.
Yeah.
So and occasionally, Thanksgiving peeks out of the kitchen at Halloween.
Correct.
And then
it's like, I'll take some of its decorating styles.
Still got time to cook.
Pumpkins, good for both.
So it's Christmas Is Christmas peeking into the kitchen or down the hallway?
Christmas is peeking down the hallway at Halloween.
Yeah.
But every time Thanksgiving pokes his head out, they're like, "What day? What? When is it this year? What's the date of it? Because it's always Thursday."
And New Year's Eve is probably just sleeping because it gets kicked up, and then like Christmas kicks New Year's Eve awake.
Yeah.
Once it's time. And
New Year's Eve is Christmas's little brother.
Yeah. What is after New Year's Eve?
New Year's Day.
That's a holiday. Yeah, I know, but is that its own holiday?
My aunt's birthday.
New Year's Day is smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like,
hungover.
They're like, I got so much responsibility.
Yeah.
People are trying to learn how to do cartwheels. And other resolutions.
Well, that was a fun holiday riff.
What do you think is the most common day of the year to start AA? Do you think it's New Year's Day?
New Year's, yeah.
Do you think it's I was gonna start today,
yeah,
but I'm hungover.
Yeah.
Let me start tomorrow.
You know what the best day to get sober is?
Yesterday.
Every day.
Every day.
Any day you get sober.
I agree.
The day you get sober is the best day you got sober. The only one of the AA sayings is the only meeting you're late for is your first one. So isn't that a cool saying?
Yeah, unfortunately, people are late all the time.
Yeah, no. I was late to.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean based on that rule, people.
Yeah. I have to pee. Tell the people about like what you're doing in Atlanta.
What am I doing in Atlanta?
Tell them like about Limerick.
Okay.
Tell them about.
I'm Luke Bentley. I do comedy in Atlanta. I don't have a podcast. I'm thinking about this. Write in the comments if you think this would be good. I'm thinking about a podcast called Luke's 12-hour podcast where I record it in the course of one day, 8 to 8 or 6. It doesn't really matter what the time is, but 8 to 8, 12 hours straight through. Each episode, it comes out once a week for 3 months. Each episode is probably 50 minutes because we need 10 minutes in between to reset, pee, whatever. Yeah. So Luke's 12-hour podcast. You record it one day, 12 hours straight shot, and then you release it week by week for 3 months. And during those hours, you do different things. Maybe you have a guest all 12 hours, maybe not. Maybe you cook food for the guest. Maybe you go on a little field trip. Maybe you... I'm talking about the Luke's 12-hour podcast idea. Yet to happen.
You like that?
All aboard.
I've been doing this on stage, but I feel like I see other... In Knoxville, I did it after the kissing section joke.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Kissing section destroyed.
Yeah, they loved it.
Is that the beginning of your... thing that you might think is your tape?
Yeah. Well, I do Ladies Hey.
Right. And then
kissing section. And
that's awesome because that is you.
Yeah. And then...
But it's crushing.
It did in Knoxville. Did pretty well. Have you heard the...
It usually does, so it was a good...
My Dad's Balls bit. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I'll do that at Limerick tonight because that is just insane. But
yeah,
the bartender in Knoxville really loved it.
Nice.
But I do the kissing section, like, anal section.
Yeah.
And then I think if I tell them they're in the anal section.
It's a good thing you dropped the genocide section.
And then I go, I did that after that.
Yeah.
They did kind of like it.
What do you mean?
The whistle. They like the whistle because the whistle's out of nowhere.
What do you do?
But Matt Pesci does that. With it? No, I said all aboard. Train's here. I said train's here.
There's no joke though.
Just blowing the whistle's the punchline.
Okay.
But Matt Pesci does his slide flute. I feel like that's just copying anyone who's ever had a sound effect on stage.
Yeah.
Is that copying or is that you can't really?
Yeah, I think there's a long tradition of doing sounds. So
okay,
it's
cool.
Fine.
I'm gonna do it tonight, and then if someone gets mad, I'm gonna come out swinging.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing.
I also host Big Luke's Big Roast. It's name change.
You changed it.
Changed the name.
Luke and I started our shows around the same time.
Yeah.
Mine is no longer happening in Atlanta for the time being. It could always come back.
Underdog story. Big Luke's Big Roast. Yeah. First Saturday of the month at Dynamic El Dorado.
Luke has an Instagram. Did you tell them
Church
that?
and Pub every Tuesday night, 9 p.m.
Luke,
the main show.
He took over the reins.
Yeah.
The boys are coming up.
Yep.
The boys are taking over.
So fun times all around.
At least, and Luke's passed at the Laughing Skull.
Yeah, that's true.
Luke is a weekend regular at the Laughing Skull.
Big fun time.
And they don't want me to. They don't like me there, so I refuse to get passed.
They like it.
I refuse at this point. Ian says you're passed. I say I don't think so, Ian.
And that's good.
Yeah. I refuse to. No. Please pass me, Ian.
We know you're watching.
Yeah, you don't even want to. But that is neither here nor there, nor something that shouldn't be discussed on the podcast. Who cares? On with the book. 45 minutes. Look, we're cruising.
We are.
We've done so good.
I don't know if it's any bit good.
It's going out there.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. The people.
Right.
The people have not spoken yet. When
Return
they speak,
of the downloads.
Yeah. Now, if you're the reason it gets great, guess what? New third member. Okay, are you ready?
Sure.
You ready for this? Okay.
This is step 8.
This is step 8 and 9. Now we need more action, without which we find that
Yeah.
faith without works is dead. We said that already. And you said,
However,
God, yeah.
works without faith is not going to save you either. So continue.
Works without faith.
Works is works is evidence of faith. It's
Yes.
not something you do to be saved or whatever.
You're not converting me.
Okay.
Don't think you can.
I'm just telling you what the
Yeah.
it's just an important thing, because a lot of people think if I like in in some circles, this is like a big Catholic stereotype, is like to be like if I really work hard and do all the things I can. I think this is probably applicable to AA too, where it's like, I don't know, at least for you maybe in your program, that's what you call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your program, like, if you went to a meeting every day, called all the people, but didn't have a connection with God, you probably wouldn't be successful, right?
That happens. Wait, say that again.
So in Christianity, like,
Yes.
what they're saying is, like, you can do all the good things you want, but if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have a relationship with God, you're not truly saved. Like, you're not going to hell, whatever.
Gotcha.
That is the end goal, is relationship. It's not
The
that-
goal
it's not
the goal
works.
of this book, what I've been told, is
Yeah.
to help you form a connection with a power greater than yourself.
Right, and
It's
so
meant to-
we'll just say
yeah.
we'll say God for
Yeah.
ease. So
That's what I call God.
right, and so
God,
if that's true,
my
if
God's
that's,
a big jacked man with a beard.
yeah,
Big sexy guy.
very nice.
Very handsome man.
But so if the goal, so if that's true that the goal of the book is to have a relationship with the Creator more
Yeah.
powerful than yourself, then it's true. Then it's
Yeah.
saying the same thing,
Yeah.
which is that if you're like doing all the steps, but there's no
Yeah.
connection with that Creator, then you're
Yeah.
ultimately setting yourself up to
Yeah.
struggle. Or whatever.
How do you feel like your relationship with God is right now in your life?
I would say it's more distant than it's been in the past, which I'm not super happy about. But part of it is like, faith, like community is a big part of my faith. Being in a group of people, and I've been working. Sorry, I'm like, oh, nice.
There we go. Now it's at mouth level. Who doesn't want to be at Luke's mouth level?
There we go.
Cut
but
that. Hey, editor, cut that.
so for me, like, faith stuff, like, community is a big aspect of that, and unfortunately, just with the job I have right now, and some of that type of stuff, and just committing to fully going after comedy, I'm around less. I stopped working at a church because I wanted to pursue comedy more often. You don't have to work at a church to be close to God, but I stopped being there as often on Sundays because I work on Sundays at the restaurant, stuff like that. So
When you like when things are going well in your life,
yeah.
are you like do you attribute that to God, or are you like, thanks God for allowing me to, or thanks God for giving me all this stuff? You really did it. When things go really good, do you think there's God in that and things are going well? Like, say, like when comedy goes, goes good more often than not, but sometimes it goes exceptionally well.
Yeah.
And in that, do you find when comedy goes really, really good and like it feels like a different experience than usual?
Yeah.
Is that like a spiritual thing for you at all?
Like one set or or like bookies wise?
About what?
You know what I mean? Like, there's two types of success in comedy. There's success on stage, and then there's like success.
So say you have a really like a set, it just goes really well. You're over the moon, which I don't know if Luke's ever had one of those.
Yeah, I know. Still trying.
But if you like, it goes really well, and after like, wow, that was just incredible.
Yeah.
Are you like? Do you like feel like you see God in something like that exceeds your expectations? Or it could be anything in your life, I guess, really.
No, that's
that
fine.
Just like makes you feel joyous.
I think God works like in two main ways. Like I think He sets the deck, and then I think He also responds to prayer or whatever. So I would say like Something I don't do is like I don't pray for a good set. I
Yeah.
don't pray. It's like I think when teams pray to win a football game, it's stupid. It's like he's with both teams.
Yeah. That's a really good point.
He's with, you know what I mean? Like I don't. So if
he's just
if
like,
there's a
guys, you're really
spiritual
pulling
part
my
of-
leg, guys. Come on.
if there's a spiritual part of
I want you
comedy,
both to win.
ties.
Yeah.
The Europeans are far more.
So that's why it's
faithful.
soccer ties all the time because they.
God sport. No hitting. But no, I think if anything, like the times I have prayed, like there's spiritual around comedy. It's the like, for nervousness, for anxiety, stuff about like that.
Do you get nervous before you go on stage? Because it doesn't seem like you get too nervous.
Depends where.
Yeah.
Rarely in the places I'm comfortable at, but it can be based on people that are there, right? Like if there's like recently my girlfriend's friends came for the first time, or my girlfriend's family came for the first time a couple months ago, and it's like they know that this is what I spend my time doing, and that like so if I was bad, that would be bad. So people being there, or like if it's like a bigger show in a place I haven't done, or a place like I did probably the biggest show I've done in a place called Mad Life in Woodstock a couple weeks ago.
How many people did that place fit?
There's debate. I believe the capacity said 280.
Yeah.
So, but Andrew said 180 were there. Tickets sold. So somewhere in the 200 or so, probably. Yeah. But that's the biggest room I think I've ever done. Yeah. And I was nervous, and I had to I came out talking fast. Like, there's definitely a learning curve.
Did it go well or bad? I forget.
It got better.
Okay.
So the first thing I was like, this is not hitting like I would like. Yeah. So then I gave stuff like that I knew they would like. Yeah. Well, I went into Waffle House material. Ooh. The suburbs love the Waffle House material. Yeah. So, what about you? Do you get nervous before sets?
It depends.
Nice. Anyway, moving on.
Same answer as you, probably. Like Knoxville, it felt it was weird. On Sunday, I got to the Alley Rays, and like I was a little uncomfortable in my own skin, not anyone else's skin.
Yeah,
I was uncomfortable in mine.
Luckily, later that night when I had murdered and donned the skin of another,
I felt good.
Totally comfortable.
Really,
it's like, actually my most comfortable.
This is my skin.
We're all the same on the inside.
This is the skin I was looking for.
Pink and sticky.
Yeah, and bones.
Yep.
Blood,
and bones,
guts, hair,
right?
Inside hair.
Yeah.
You know about outside hair or inside hair.
Right. There's got to be some.
Yeah. There's so much on the outside. There has to be some on the inside.
That's true.
I think every hair. Here's my theory about hair.
Every hair is the same length underneath as it is above. Or even worse, it's an iceberg. 20% above the skin. My head hair goes to my feet.
So scientists have it all wrong. We're just hair on the inside. We're just all. That's why people die. They run out of hair. No, I was thinking each hair only has so much. It's coiled up, and once it grows out,
bing.
Yeah, it makes it bing when you flick something.
Yeah.
What was the question? Oh, it not so much anymore.
Yeah.
But if it's a big show, then yes. But Knoxville, I didn't feel too nervous before going on stage.
It's funny to go to a different city because you're like, it's one of two emotions. It's like, oh God, I hope to do good and like impress people, or it's like you're excited, like especially if it's like a crappy open mic.
Yeah.
That like the audience is good, but the comics are bad. And another city, you're like, I can't wait to go up. I'm going to destroy. Yeah. These people don't know what's about to hit them or whatever. Yeah. So,
Big Luke.
Yeah,
gonna hit everyone.
Punch people in the crowd.
I have this bit where I run through the audience like a nose guard.
I was swinging my fists for people at home when we were just laughing. I was swinging my fist.
But I think I do like the God definitely. AA is what has allowed me to start developing a relationship with God.
Right.
And it's definitely like what was it on the way home from in Knoxville when I was heading back? I was like thanking God. I was like, oh man, thank you for this weekend. Thank you for allowing me to come here and do what I came here to do.
I would say I don't not do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
I'm grateful.
Do you ever threaten God?
No, that's not part of me. I'm not Jewish.
No. Jeez, Louise.
That is, but that sounds bad. But there's like Jewish people will argue with God more than Christians will. Yeah, it's
How?
like
about what? I don't know.
It's a tough setup to get. It's an easy setup to get.
You gotta explain
canceled.
yourself out of it.
What do Jewish people complain about?
No,
Things that normal people complain about.
no.
Not normal. Oh no!
Oh, we've done it this
Things
time.
that non-Jewish people complain about. Okay.
Okay.
I'm hosting a show in December called Hanluka.
Really?
I want to. I need to talk to Miguel about it. But
Luke
during Hanukkah, I'd like to host a show called Hanluka.
Luke and I have a big show coming up, the Roast of Barbie.
The Roast of Barbie. We're psyched
fun.
about it.
Should be a good time.
I hope there's 2.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. It might be kind of weird because the fun of the first one will be like fun to get out everybody.
Yeah, now
roast.
everyone knows
the
the
second
jokes.
one. What do you have? New ones? You got some extras?
No,
we should like get together and write for that.
Yeah, we really should because roasting. It was.
I usually do it the the day of, and then it's not as fun as I'd like.
Yeah.
So it'd be fun to like really spend a little more time.
Yeah.
Especially if there's me 2 shows. Just if it pays all right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get paid.
Yeah, good.
So
I hope so. I got paid in Knoxville.
nice.
Ah, that's good.
Are you working 2 open liquid deaths right now? I was gonna say you have a problem.
I drink soda water so much.
Yeah, I like it.
I can't. It's way better than regular water. Regular water's for people in the desert.
Yep.
All right, Luke. Let's read more of this and see what your thoughts are.
I want to get into the apology stuff. Is that you could like share that with the next episode?
You want to skip ahead?
No, it's fine.
The apology stuff.
What's the hardest apology you've made?
It's an amends. It's called an amends.
An amends. Sorry. This is actually funnier or better. Possibility of funny.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are not funny.
Yeah.
What's the lightest amends you've made? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I'm trying to think. I made one to my brother. That was fine. I made one to my friend Blake.
Yeah.
He just saw me relapse a few times, so that one wasn't very light. I have to tell you that off the air because his mom might listen. What? I don't really have any light ones.
Okay. I didn't know if they do that. Like,
yeah.
What's like? How do you codify what's worth making an amends and what's not? Like,
when I do Fort stuff, I try to write down everything. And a lot of the stuff I wrote down, my sponsor was like, "That's nothing."
Oh, okay. So somebody is helping you be like, it's not fully My Name is Earl.
Yes. I've never seen that show.
You haven't? You know what it's about?
No.
I don't know. The premise is basically Earl was a bad guy.
Yeah.
And now he's making things right.
Is he an
did
alcoholic?
bad things. No.
Oh.
He just was a jerk.
Oh, okay.
think.
Who's the actor in it? Does he have a mustache?
He has a mustache.
Yeah.
It feels like a show you could get into because of the amends of it all.
Yeah.
But he's making things right. He's doing good people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This will be good. I'm guessing.
Spoiler, does he make things right?
I think so. Jason Lee.
Okay.
Jason Lee.
I know people like it.
No,
It
that's
was on
not him.
Fox
That's
or
the
something.
creator. Ethan Suppley's in it, of course.
That's a good last
name. No,
name.
Jason Lee is. But Jason Lee looks very different than
Suppley.
he does in the show now. Earl has taken one too many wrong turns on the highway of life as a bully and a low-rent crook. But he wins a lottery, that's what it is, and has an epiphany. He will turn his good fortune into a life-changing event as he sets out to right all the wrongs from his past. Despite his seemingly limited intelligence, he is oddly effective and has a voice and style all of his own. What an incredible pitch. So.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, it sounds good. I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, like when it was on before school or whatever.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
Okay. Back to the book. Here you go.
Back to the book. You can go to step, but you don't have to do the amends one. Do where we were.
I was going to go where we were.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Faith without works is dead. Blah, blah, blah. Let's look at steps 8 and 9. We have a list of all persons we have harmed and to whom we... Oh, wait. Here we go. Steps 8. Oh, we are here. We literally were... Wow. I could have just read ahead.
That's what I
little
mean.
bit.
Yeah.
Oh, because did you
not
know
that I
we were
know.
there?
Well, you said it was step 9, so I thought we were in 8, 9.
Sorry, I'm thinking about
It's okay.
I've got a big set tonight, Luke. I'm really distracted.
Yeah.
I gotta go first. Wait, second. Who's first?
Me.
Oh, I gotta go second.
Sorry.
How have people been there? the past?
It's been middle of the road.
Yeah.
So about 12 to 16 to 18. I'm trying to figure out how to do a little promo. There's no reason it shouldn't be better.
Did Joe ever do promo?
No, but he restored it to better. Like it used to be way worse apparently.
Oh, really?
But it'd be
how long has that show been going?
I think over 10 years now.
Wow.
Bob started it.
Yeah, Bob Place.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Okay, here we go. I need
to construct a history.
Yeah, you should, and then do like the Limerick history show.
Yeah.
You have Joe back, Bob back, and then you. How many people have hosted?
I don't even know. So the person before Joe was this guy Tom Russell, whose nickname was Toast, who was roommates with Petchney. But I don't know who it was before that. So I kind of need to.
And there's whole people in this scene that have lived comedy lives before us.
It's so crazy. Just these people that were like big deals and then like quit or apparently Marietta was telling me, I was talking to her about this yesterday, that post pandemic is a lot nicer. People are a lot nicer.
Really?
I think new comics are probably a lot more annoying because people are nice, but that like people were mean to Marietta. Marietta tried stand up for 6 months in 2017 and stopped because people were mean to her.
How are they mean?
They were just petty, didn't like the comedy she was doing and just treated her poorly.
Thank God I started after the pandemic. Okay, here we go. Let's look at steps 8 and 9. We have a list of all persons we have harmed and to whom we are willing to make amends. We made it when we took inventory. Okay. We subjected ourselves to drastic self-appraisal. So like we have a guy come in and he tells us how much money we're worth.
How about $300?
An auctioneer, an appraiser. An auctioneer sells the stuff.
Barely know her.
And that's the episode, guys. Now we go out to our fellows and repair the damage done in the past. We attempt to sweep away.
No need to apologize to any women. Fellows only.
The book, there is a whole section in the book called Two Wives. And it's like, because this was written in like the
right before women could be alcoholics.
Yes, yeah. But this was written like after World War II and in the 40s. And it was just, times were different.
Right. Better. Whoa!
So you're gonna get me in trouble.
Hadn't dropped the atomic bomb yet.
We had not. We did in 48.
Yeah.
Right?
No, 5.
Oh.
Didn't you see Oppenheimer?
No.
What?
I saw Barbie.
You haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it. It's 3.5 hours long.
I know. It's 3. I think.
It's 3 hours long.
But it's too long.
It's too
I was
long.
falling asleep at Batman.
Yeah.
Did we go to Batman together?
No.
I went by myself. Cool move.
No, but we both fell asleep at Black Adam. That movie stunk.
That movie was so bad.
That was
it was
so
crazy.
bad.
Why did we see that?
I don't know.
Sorry. It's probably my fault.
You know what movie is funny though? The movie where Kevin Hart, The Rock, is like he messages him on
Central
Facebook.
Intelligence?
That movie's great.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
We should go. I've heard Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is fun.
Oh, I bet it's good.
So
I'll watch that. People love on a podcast when we talk about movies. They love it. Okay.
Did you like the Barbie movie?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Cool, me too. All right.
It was good.
What good discourse. That's what I was talking about. People love it when you have good discourse. Did you like that movie?
Oh, it was a good movie.
Yeah, me too. I thought so too. Okay.
Goonies?
I feel like I've never actually watched Goonies all the way through.
When I was a kid, they played it so much, and I got sick of seeing it.
Exactly
again
right.
and again.
Truffle Shuffle has tormented me in my entire life.
Why?
You know. Not into truffles. I'm into shuffles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we go out to our fellows and repair the damage done in the past. We attempt to sweep away the debris which have accumulated out of our effort to live on self-will and run the show ourselves. If we haven't the will to do this, we ask until it comes.
Yeah. Of course, debris is how you say that, but continue.
What did I say?
Debris.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't mean to.
Now I sound like a nerd and a mean and not a cool.
Remember...
Debris. At least he didn't say Debris.
Debris.
Could have said that.
Debris, I barely know her. Remember, it was agreed at the beginning we would go to any length for victory over alcohol.
Boom.
I'm going to win. Then you're on a podium and like your hands raised and then alcohol's on the second place.
And it's sad.
Yeah. Because I guess got
lost.
Second.
No.
If you ain't first, you're last.
It's right.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby's dad.
Right.
Probably there are still some misgivings as we look over the list of business acquaintances and friends we have hurt. We may feel diffident about going to some of them on a spiritual basis. Let us be reassured. To some people, we need not and probably should not emphasize the spiritual feature on our first approach.
Right. You don't want to freak him out with the God stuff.
No.
Classic part of my life when I meet people that are like not at the church, whatever. Don't freak them out with the God stuff at first. I saw a lady who was definitely freaking out with people about the God stuff earlier this week.
What do you mean?
She was at the Laughing Skull Mike. Her name is Ruby Doobie.
Yeah.
She's an end times prophet, she says.
She's a what?
End times prophet, she said. She is insane.
Oh, is she the lady on meth?
Yep.
Oh,
Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Well,
we'll just continue.
Well, all we can do is pray for Ruby Doobie.
That's true.
All we can do is hope. All we can do is say, God, this is a sick lady.
She is, bad. Also racist.
Is she?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
She said there was a ton of people on the train going to Beyonce tonight. That's what she kind of led off with. She's like, gangsters, I think is what she called them.
I don't think there's a lot of gangsters going to
ton of gangsters going to Beyonce.
You know, gangsters love Beyonce.
They do.
Do you see that guy in the pickup truck? We're winding down here.
Yeah.
Hour and 5? Wow.
Whoa. I didn't understand exactly what was happening. Was he fleeing from cops already?
No, the guy was doing donuts in an intersection.
Right.
And then the cops came, Georgia State Patrol came up, which everyone online
But it's in the
like,
middle of Atlanta.
Yeah. Georgia State Patrol, they
GSP.
Yeah, GSP, they heard off in the distance. They could just feel, they could tingle. They get a crime tingle.
They're like, that's not the type of donuts that we like.
No.
They heard donuts that came running.
Yeah.
Then they had to arrest a guy.
Yeah. Okay, but
I'm going to do that on stage.
You should.
I'll try it tonight. You guys hear about those?
What is the joke?
Hear about that
what
truck
is the joke? Yeah.
Hear about that pickup truck in Atlanta? That was
donuts?
wild.
Yeah.
Thank God the police arrested him. Why'd they get there so quick? They heard there was donuts that came running. How bad is that?
It's
corny,
good to try out.
But it's fun to do.
You're the host. You get to do what you want.
Yeah. Bomb if I want.
Bomb if you want.
Set
me up for failure. Or set me up for
hear a funny thing that happened last week?
Yes.
So I'm not really good at crowd work. I don't do it a lot, and so I'm trying to work on it. That's like part of the exciting thing about hosting Limerick.
You're talking to the...
Sorry, there's an opportunity to do that more. But last week I was trying to talk to the crowd, and I was like, what's a trip you've been on recently? And then the girl's like, I went to Yosemite. And I was like, anyway, my brother went to Australia. Like that. And then I was like, that's an example of being bad at crowd work.
Yeah.
And then I said, did you go camping? And she said, I don't know if my answer is going to be able to be turned into a joke.
Oh.
I was like, that's the most embarrassing thing. Because she's like, you are not doing well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't have anything to give you. So I feel like I'm failing. And I said to her, I was like, you are not the responsibility is mine to make this funny, not your. And then I was like, so what's the answer?
Yeah.
She said, we stayed in a hotel. I said, visiting a national park. You know what happens statistically more in national parks than anywhere else? Suicide.
Oh, really?
So good pivot.
I thought people get murdered.
I'm thinking about doing a lot of crowd work that pivot to suicide. Oh, you've been to San Francisco recently?
Yes.
People jump off the Golden Gate Bridge a lot.
People get eaten by sharks. Do you think sharks like swim underneath the Golden Gate Bridge? Because it's chow.
I don't think it's constant like that.
Oh, it's not just plop, plop.
No. I was reading this book called The Survivor's Club.
Yeah.
When I was young, I was really into stories of surviving. Like I love that story, Hatchet.
Yeah.
But The Survivor's Club was like real.
Oh, I never read that, but it's good.
It's good.
I think my brother.
For some reason, Hatchet decided to have 2 sequels that were like alternate endings. One where he did, because in Hatchet, at the end of Hatchet, last chapter, he gets found.
What's Hatchet about?
A guy who is on an airplane and the pilot has a heart attack, and so they crash land in a pond in Alaska or in Canada. And then he survives on his own. And then in the end of that book, he gets, spoiler alert, found. Like they find him, and so he's saved. But then they release 2 sequels, Brian's Song and Brian's Winner.
Yeah.
Brian's Song, he's been found. Something else happens. He's sad. Brian's Winner, they say, erase the last chapter of Hatchet out of your mind.
Yeah.
He's still out there. So
he's like,
they just do alternate
lost.
ending
They never
books.
found him?
Right. So he has to survive the winter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you read those?
Yeah. I don't remember them as well. But I was reading this book called The Survivor's Club.
Why is it called Hatchet?
Because that was a really important tool he found.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was reading this book called The Survivor's Club. Don't read your texts.
Sorry. It's about Riff Raff in Savannah. Reed Pegram texted me. Reed Pegram's doing it.
Nice.
Survivors Club.
It's about and one of the things it's all different true stories of how people survive situations, and one of them was suicide. Like this one of the situations that people were.
You know
surviving.
what I survived? Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine.
Yes.
Crack cocaine. Very good so far. That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Well, no, that is.
Got to keep working your program.
Yeah, I'm gonna
encouragement.
I'm gonna cut out your audio there and just do a voice of you. Like, good job, Taylor. You're doing so great. That's amazing.
You are. I'm proud of you.
Survivors Club.
And there was like a thing that was like everybody that's ever jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived.
Yeah.
The second their hands left the rail, they were like, "This was a mistake. My life is fine." And so that means every person who's died, same thought. Their hands left the rail, and they're like, "Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Fuck, my life is good."
Yeah.
Dead. And so that hurts to think about.
That's frightening.
Nice down note.
Yeah.
So you should continue to live.
I'm happy with how life is going.
Yeah.
Honestly, doing this podcast and my sober one, my single one, I'm probably gonna start a third one. Honestly, I did come on stage. I did.
Do his podcasts have the most listens? No. Does he have the most podcasts? Yes.
But no, just doing this and then putting out clips and stuff is really like.
You like it?
I enjoy it.
It's fun.
It's a fun It's fun to put something out, and I'm not saying it's keeping me sober, but it is like it's reigniting like a creative thing.
Right.
For me. It's filling a gap where I feel like something was missing because I don't have enough.
You can't do stand up every night. You can't
have stand up clips out all the time because
right.
It just the stand up clips. I don't know, but the clips. I'm not saying they're breaking any records or anything, but they're just fun to make.
Yeah.
So. Now, and if you guys have seen too much
of
the
fans, the hungry
feed the
fans.
hungry hippo fans.
So tell a friend, get sober, and listen to this podcast.
Yeah, this podcast, it has not been very recovery based, this one, but that's because Luke had to fill in. Luke, I guess we'll wrap it up here shortly. Luke, do you have any questions before we go?
I do have one serious question.
Okay,
but I don't know. That doesn't feel like the tone.
Yes, it's the tone.
So Taylor and I are close.
Yes.
Close enough that when he has relapsed in the past. This is something I've wondered about.
I start weeping immediately.
I have been somebody that he like interacts with.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I actually have never seen you.
No.
Because I'm always like I've been gone before. Like I've been out of Atlanta before.
Yeah.
Like it's never, you never relapse when it's convenient for me. So I have not actually been there. I also don't live close at all. So like there have been times where Shelly has picked you up because she was a little closer.
Yeah.
And, maybe he's a better friend.
Famously, I'll tell this story. Shelly picked me up. This was last September, and I had been smoking crack. And Shelly came and picked me up, and I was smoking crack in her car. And she said at one point she ran a red light, and I was yelling at her for running a red light.
While smoking crack.
In her car.
I probably wouldn't allow you to do that in my car.
Yeah.
On top, driving through traffic, sure.
I was doing the crime, not Shelly.
Right.
I committed the crime.
Right. Taylor's never been arrested, but I have.
Well, yeah, Luke, which is crazy. I can't believe I've never been arrested for a DUI, but Luke's been arrested for
driving on a suspended license.
Didn't even know it was suspended.
Cool move.
He was a bad boy without knowing it. Luke's so cool, he's a bad boy without even knowing it.
Pretty cool.
Wait, what was your question?
So, and to be honest, at times, it's been very scary for me.
Yeah.
Did you ever consider that? I don't think you need to. Let me make that clear. But I wondered, because I'm curious about the process. I'm curious about the steps. Did you ever feel like you needed to make amends with me just because I was scared?
I don't know. It hasn't come up yet, but maybe it will now with my sponsor.
Oh, so then no, and that's fine. I just wondered about it because I am interested.
Do you feel like I owe you an amends?
No, that's what I mean. Okay. I don't think you do, but I wondered because I feel like if you had said something, I've been like, no, that's not.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be there.
No, you're
in those
such
moments.
a pussy. What are you doing?
Like you.
Yeah.
I would like you to. I would like to be part of your support system or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
No, never thought about it, but I appreciate you being there for me.
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate.
It's more phone calls.
Yeah,
that's more of mine.
It's nice to. The last time I relapsed, I was smoking meth, and I talked to AJ for like 90 minutes.
Yeah. Wasn't he a good friend?
I
will say this. We've gone serious now, which is good.
Yes.
I don't know. I think
recovery can be serious.
Yeah, being friends with Taylor, and people probably say this about people all the time. So, but being friends with Taylor has really opened my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I believed addiction was a illness, or like I believed that. No. I listened to NPR once and twice in my life. But I believe addiction is a disease, and like all the but I had never experienced in my life, other than like frat bros who just drank too much, and it was probably alcoholism, but is easy to cover up.
I thought my fraternity made me an alcoholic in college. I thought like because we'd have all these parties and I would just drink, and then I would just drink a lot and I'd throw up and I'd black out and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought my fraternity trained me wrong to drink. So because that's like when I first started drinking, it set me up to drink that way for the rest of my life. And if I had not joined a fraternity, I would have never like been blacking out and peeing in the bed constantly.
Andrew Santino described like why he thinks he's not an alcoholic the other day, and I think it was good. I thought about it too, because I've enjoyed drinking in my life, but I never have wanted to drink alone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that seemed anyway.
That's strictly what I thought about the other night. Was that's where it's gotten for me. I would much rather just drink alone,
right,
and just drink in my apartment, and just do drugs by myself. Because I don't if I had shared in that meeting, I was going to say like, I don't want to be around people, but I also don't want other people around me, because I don't want people to see me like in that place. Not because I'm gonna ruin everything, but I just don't. It's I don't want people to see me in that shameful place, I guess.
Anyway, but it's no shame. It's something you're doing.
No, it's pretty cool, honestly.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool to smoke crack, and I'm fine. Luke can't say that.
It's true.
Luke's never smoked crack.
It's true.
No, he wants to. He did grab me by the shirt. Like, let me smoke crack with you.
I said, please, Dave.
There are some people.
Call me when you realize.
There are some comedians that like they will joke about like they'll say something about crack like would you smoke crack? And some comedians are like, yeah, I'd try it.
Yeah, not me.
But I'm like, no, I don't.
I'm scared to death. You know what I mean?
Crack is definitely. I mean, cocaine is probably enough for you, but crack is a lot of it very fast.
Yeah. Being friends with Taylor and being close, it really shows you that like it's really an affliction that is not
doesn't discriminate.
Right. It's not based on who you are or where you're from or what you do. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just yeah.
There's some speaker tape I was listening to where this guy or girl was saying like, yeah, I was given every advantage in life, like good parents, good, like went to a good public school, went to a good college, and still an alcoholic. So it's not like, for me, it's not a nature thing or nurture. What would it be? Nature?
Not a nurture thing. It's a nature thing.
Not a nurture thing.
Right.
Yeah. Nature cursed me.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, it can be anyone.
There you go.
And it's definitely like a spectrum.
Yeah.
Of how much of an alcoholic.
Sometimes you're an alcoholic and sometimes you're autistic.
Yeah. No, but some people are.
And
some people are alcoholics and they're like able to manage it for a lot longer. There's some comics we can name a few now that you see. It's like, man, you drink a lot, and you probably are an alcoholic, but you're not like, it's not destroying your life.
Right.
Like for me, it just destroys my life so quickly.
It destroys their finances. The amount people spend. Like normal nights. I just don't have money.
No.
Maybe I'd be an alcoholic if I was rich.
Maybe you would be.
No, I don't think
You'd
so.
be a heavy drinker.
I'm so tired. That's like, I'm like, get drunk every night.
Yeah.
I get so tired.
Yeah. It is
you don't care.
Nice. It's just like, that's how I know, like, I definitely, whatever, like, I mean, there's the spiritual thing for me, which God helps me satiate that, whatever, that emptiness I find inside myself that I try to drink with. Right. This feeling of, like, being uncomfortable in my own skin, being dissatisfied with everything, or, like, no matter whatever I get in my life, like, I'll always find some way to be dissatisfied with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll always compare everything I do to how crack made me feel.
Right.
Like,
I'm a big reflection guy.
Yeah. Like in the water, like a mirror.
I love a pond. I like to go stare. I'm a big my own reflection guy. I just stare in the mirror and think this is better than drugs or alcohol.
I was gonna drink today, but not today. Damn it!
Look at this good.
Walk away, come back. And I forgot what I was saying.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. How do you end the pod normally? What's the kind of the?
We usually tucker ourselves out. We usually do an hour.
No, I know, but like, do you have like a thing? You do?
No, not really.
Then, man, I just thought of something that we could do. Oh,
what could we do?
We
only have an hour. We have a hour to the show.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at recipes the other day.
Yeah. Candied yams.
I was gonna just try to go into it.
Oh, son of a gun. Luke and I have a great joke, and we're going to do it for you right now.
Do you want to cut this out and try to get into it normally?
No, well, this is good. It's authentic.
I was looking at recipes the other day, which is all that I always am.
Yeah.
But I got confused. Do you think it's candy yams or candied yams?
That's a really good question. Or,
yeah.
do you ever think about this?
What?
Maybe it's candied yams.
Candied yams.
Candied yams.
Like
when
you take a picture of yams when they're least expecting it? Yes.
Yes. That's a little joke Luke and I wrote in the great city of Chattanooga.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Best night of our lives.
Tattooed on our bodies.
It is, yeah. It's right there, yeah. Luke and I have it tattooed. Well, I guess that's enough for now. Luke's so tired.
Thanks for having me. I got a nap.
Thanks for doing the show. Nap? Before the show?
Yep.
No, you don't have time.
No.
Well, this has been Luke Bentley. Luke, thanks for filling in for Drew.
And all right, guys, Drew will be back next week for Luke and Drew's Sobriety Podcast. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. You're going to come on with
the Big
me.
Book of AA backwards.
Yeah.
It's unhelpful, and the steps are out of order.
Well, you're gonna do me this week, and then you're gonna do Drew next week.
Yeah.
It's really a tryout to see which is better.
Who do I have more
and
chemistry
then the
with?
third week it's just you.
It's me and Cleve.
Yeah. That'd be funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning into Sober Boys. I'm Taylor. I'm an alcoholic. This is Luke.
I'm good.
He's a guy.
Cool.
Great. Thank you so much.
Nobody care. Bye.
We always kiss the microphones goodbye.